A lot of commercials talking about Jamaica. They always leave out the real part. You know, they talk about the sandy beaches, which, you know, they got some nice beaches and some beautiful clear water, but they always forget the part about the real people, the true struggle of the man. Again, I mean, my city, we have homelessness, a lot of it actually, but
in the United States, there are systems set in place to at least attempt to help people. Food stamps, Social Security, disability, welfare, public housing, free clinics. All these things are set to help people with lesser income. Tax refunds for people, earned income credit. These are all things that are set in place to help people who are less than try and survive and struggle. Soup kitchens, all the churches that give away free food. That's not a thing here. See, it's so common for us that we take it for granted, that we don't even think about it if we don't need it.
I am Hayzelgreene, an inquisitive, unapologetic, voluptuous introvert who blooms and blossoms behind closed doors. This is my podcast, a platform where I will discuss my writings and where I will bring to light conversations with my good girlfriends, sisters, brothers, and homeboys about love, life, music, and most importantly, sex. So leave your judgment at the door and welcome to Hanging Out with Hayzel.
It's Hayzel, baby.
But places here where you see there is no housing laws, there is no labor laws, so they can discriminate against the elderly and the sickly. They can say they don't want to hire them because they're old. They can say they don't want to hire them because they look bad or they sick. They can say that because there is no laws in place to protect them. So things like that, just basic things that we take for granted, they don't have. So they have to struggle and hustle to try and get. That's one of the things that I learned when I came here the first time, the second time, now the third time, is that the things that we take for granted are things that they would be so happy to have here. Just the basic things. And that's just the basic laws. Housing discrimination, work discrimination, sex discrimination. Those basic laws don't exist, so they flourish here. Police brutality, accountability. We're fighting that over there. They have no rights to protect them here. At least we have rights to protect us if they get caught. If we catch them red-handed, so to speak. They have no rights here. Welfare, basic food stamps. Like I said, affordable housing, free clinics. They don't have any of that. The medical, none of that. So my biggest impression is, when I come over here, is to be thankful for what I have at home. Because whenever you think you got it bad, somebody definitely got it worse.
that is so true. That is so true.
Great example, like you said, was the guy that was taking the bath in the sea. In the sea. Yeah. I mean, you never. He's like broad on day. You know, it's like nobody is. He's not worried about the cars passing by. He's just like, I'm getting clean for whatever. You know, in America, first thing, you're arrested, whatever. And then it was normal to the people here because no one was even like, pointing or whatever. It's like they don't care. It's like, okay, he's trying to get clean. But
and that was the comment I made. At least he's clean.
At least he's trying to get clean.
Exactly.
No, he's gonna be covered in salt when he come out, but he said he don't care about that. He's trying to get the funk off of him.
What about the countless people that would just run up to the car and either try to sell you something or to wash your windows, even with the mind state of you saying no and them being as persistent as they were?
So, let me ask you this question. If you had a bottle with soapy water and a wiper and your stomach was empty and your kids was hungry, how aggressive would you be trying to wash somebody's windows? If you knew that if you knew that the only way you was gonna eat is if somebody throw you a couple of coins for washing the window, how aggressive would you be? If you had no place to sleep and nothing to eat.
Very.
If you had someone reliant upon you, or you reliant upon yourself, how aggressive would you be? That's how I look when I see all of that, is the aggression to try and get something for theyself, to take care of theyself, or someone else. You never know what may be going on. But that's what I see when I see that aggression, that push, like, please, 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 somebody, you know, I'm going to keep trying. Somebody going to give me something. I'm going to hit somebody and I'm going to be able to go get me, I don't know, a sandwich, a meat patty, some bread or something, you know, that kind of hustle. I told you they hustle hard here because they don't have no safety net whatsoever. They hitting rock bottom and staying there. So they hustle. This is a tourist place, so they hustling as hard as they can. Everybody from all sides to try and get some of this tourist money that's here to try and help them survive for another day.
And when I see that at home, the person that's at my window is somebody who's trying to get drugs or something to drink.
Right.
And because even if you offer them food,
They're going to turn it down.
They'll turn the food down because that's not what they want. They don't want the food.
They want the money so they can get whatever they want to get for their habit. But here, you know, I don't think they'll turn down if you had a bag of groceries out that window. If you had a bag of chicken or you had a bag of food, I don't think they'll turn you down.
It has happened to me.
I need you to come over here, ma'am. You need to come closer so we can hear you, especially being a native.
It happened to me, like, I come out of KFC or any store and I have a juice in my hand. And the man will say, give me that juice, Dana. Give me that juice. And I give it to them. And he sit there and he drinks it. Because he's thirsty or he's hot or he's hungry.
Most definitely hot. Shit.
And see, it's...
This
with
is
all the
summer.
fruit trees and everything, what you see people selling, they probably got it from areas, public areas.
It's like this.
Like this or whatever, where they can hustle and get some of the fruit from the trees. And it's so plentiful here, but at the same time, it's so many people with the same struggle. You know, it's the same struggle. We all trying to get something. So when you have so many people, such a big gap between the haves and the have-nots, you're going to always have a bottom element struggling, trying to get up.
Wow. I mean, it's just mind-blowing.
It is.
It is. As many people as I saw on the streets, just the condition. And even looking at the homelessness when we went, I don't even know the name of the area we went to, and I was seeing people actually sleep on the street.
Yeah, we went downtown.
Oh, we was downtown?
Yeah, when I take her to go buy the fruit.
And the thing is
and
that
she took a picture of it.
Everything was still going. It was like whoever that was asleep right there was oblivious to everything that was going on because they obviously was tired. And it was just like, wow, you know? And like you said.
And the hot concrete.
Hot ain't the word. Hot is not the word.
Scorching hot. And he laying right there sleeping.
Yeah, it's just, you know, as an American, but we're Black Americans, let me say that, Afro-Americans, and our struggle is still real in the States, but at the same time, I'm not struggling to eat. I'm not struggling to lay my head. I'm not struggling to have basic rights as far as employment opportunities. There's still shady shit going on. It's always going to be that. But on the lower tier, it's not so much as when you get higher in the corporate America. That's when you start seeing that privilege, that old boy network and everything. But, you know, to know, like when you told me when I asked you about jobs, you was like, oh, they won't hire me because I'm too old. And I was like, they don't have any age discrimination? You're like, no. Sex discrimination? No. I said, so basically you can go for an interview and they can look at you and tell you, you look too old. And you just...
My hair is almost fully gray. For the job, the security work, they told me I had to dye my hair.
To work there.
To work there.
And it has to be black.
And it has to be black. I told her. Yeah. She said, I got to dye my hair black. I ain't never wore black hair before. Because my natural hair is brown. Like a hers, like her hair. And it's almost gray, all of it, because I can show you pictures of it. I said, see, no. And I had to dye it black because they don't want me to look old.
Another thing, we have the same struggle, and I thought it was funny, but it wasn't funny. You know, when we were going to buy the romper or whatever it's called, and we were just going down because we saw the colors on the end, but it was an Indian guy, and they were like, "Hey, he's Indian." You know, everybody started hollering, "He's Indian," and I was like, "What?" So then when the Indian, guy comes out, then it's like, "Oh, okay." Because in our stores and everything is ran by the Indians, and we always in America like, damn, the Indian state. So I thought that was amazing that they have the same struggle that the Indians are over here trying to do. It's like, damn.
But not so much the Indians though. The Chinese.
Oh, Chinese.
They have taken over all our wholesale, and they bring in these cheap products. Yeah. Some of them mess you up, and some of them leave you on the road naked. Because you go like this, they tear up. Shoes leave you on the road side. So the Chinese have taken over all our. But you know what? I think Jamaica may have a civil war because of what's going on.
Yeah, Jamaica got a big discrimination.
Once she said that about the Indians, he's Indian. And so I was like, well, I just saw the
Support
dress.
the
But
black
I
people.
understood when she said it, it was like, okay, when we're in the States, we support black owned. I said, oh, now I understand that. Like he said, we just saw the dress.
Yeah.
But once she said, he's Indian. I'm like, then I said, oh.
So they try to get all the businesses out front.
I said, so now I understand.
Yeah, and because they have to be in the back. You see, like the same slavery mentality.
Right.
They have to be in the back and in the craft market. So that's why I said to her, if she goes there and she doesn't like anything that they have, I'm bringing her to you. And she said, okay, mommy, okay. And I did. And she was happy. She was ready to give you a discount because she was glad to get that couple of dollars.
Respect and,
Yeah.
She was very appreciative.
At first she said 45 for the job. I said, take it out, let me look at it. So I'm looking at it. I said, oh, it's got some flaws in it. It got a hole in it. Discount. What's my discount? She took off $10, $15 off of it. And then she turned around and gave me the
shot glass.
So you see, it was just the support she wanted.
Your big takeaway, my guy.
Yes, sir.
But
How
I
did you
told
feel?
Oh, me? Hey, I enjoyed the whole trip. The whole trip was good. For me, reason being is because I'm with the people that I love and the people who love me. And I'm good.
We love you too.
All the up down we had, some good, some bad, whatever, we were still fucking good. And pimps took over Margaritaville in damn Montego Bay in front of the ball players, in front of the damn NBA players. We took over. The pimp from South Georgia took over, damn it. Took over.
Facts.
Everybody wanted to know, who the fuck is that? That's what they wanted to know.
They parked the way. When they were coming
When we were walking in, they party.
They parked the way. Like, damn, who that? You know who that?
I am the Dundada.
Dundada.
I have to live with the guy.
I know.
Yes, you have to live with the Dundada.
Forever.
Oh my
Forever.
goodness.
You gonna hear that story?
Forever and ever and
Even
ever.
the basketball players was asking, who the fuck is that?
That's the $10 and the pimp of the
Oh,
And they kept
sorry,
looking back at y'all.
NBA basketball players.
Right.
Let me put that in there.
Say that again, sir.
NBA basketball players.
Not second string.
Not second string, NBA player. He a starter.
They were looking back at us like,
Who the fuck is that? Yes.
What is that called? What is that?
Who the fuck is that? That's how they were looking.
We ain't gonna
That one little guy, he was on his post. It was like every time somebody kept coming around,
He did his
he
job.
was like,
He did
he
a
was
good
They
job.
gonna whoop his ass in here.
Say, when they
security
did
guard. He was on his job.
He was.
I gave that to him.
He
I
was
gave
like, no,
that.
you have to step away. You have to step away.
This is a private area. It's a private area. You got to
And he
step
was
away.
small too. He was
Little
like,
dude.
yeah, like, he probably would have whooped some ass though. You know
Yes,
what
he
little
would.
fella?
Yes, he would.
He ain't got no gun. He gotta be able to fight.
Yeah.
He ain't have a gun. He had to be able to fight.
Yeah, his fight game had to be
He-
good.
On par.
He little. But he would have been.
Considering that they put him in front of the NBA players before we came over there, his fight game had to be good.
Yeah.
He probably got all kind of skills. They probably underestimate him because he's so small.
Motherfuckers talking about we
Be like a
don't
Bruce
want
Lee.
all these people around us. Man,
Man,
Ain't-
put your little Rico
ain't
Suave
that
ass
motherfucker.
down.
When I say who the man, you say shoot.
Show enough.
So nuts.
Say,
And
you
then-
toss some people over the
What
People
made
damn
it
actually-
even better when the two guys came up to them and
Yeah,
said,
Taking
man, I gotta
pictures.
take a picture with you. Y'all clean to death. Y'all done da-da.
I need y'all to stop filling their heads up right now.
Too late.
Too late.
Too
Over
late.
with.
Too late.
Y'all got to get on the plane.
Too
late.
Yeah, too late. No. And
Too
as
late.
We,
Too
as
late.
we was leaving the Margaritaville, did you see the escalator come out like on the
Yeah.
Spike Lee movie? And me and Jody.
We didn't walk out. We
You don't know
that
made
bitch.
that food fall off my mouth.
Oh yeah, Spike Lee is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just float,
Yeah, we just.
and then everything around you just
I'm
be
telling you,
there.
people were parting. They were just stepping back. You could see it.
Everybody was asking who the
As
fuck
they
was
come
that.
through, they were just stepping back like, oh damn. Damn.
Especially when two guys came and took the picture.
Yeah.
That's when everybody really thought, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?
I was trying to figure it out.
For
They were
real.
trying to
We're
figure
trying to
it
figure it out. And then, who just said the best though? Just how we came, that's how we left.
Wow, that was deep.
Came in quiet, silent, left silent.
When the hype got up here,
Yeah.
we threw the
That's
hype.
exit.
Everybody was like, damn, the
Damn.
party just
Party
get started.
and they leave.
We partied out.
Fuck y'all.
What was funny to me is when we was walking out, the one guy stood there. He was like, "Where you from?" I was like, "Cleveland, Ohio." He was like, "What's your address?" I was like, "Oh, wow, my address."
He's trying to write you like, hey, you remember me from Margaritaville?
Right. I'm one of them standing outside
I
trying to
need
get
a
in.
sponsor in the States. What's up?
Shit, I need a damn sponsor. What the hell?
Trip was wonderful. The view was good. The view was beautiful.
View was awesome. Waking up to look at the lake every morning.
That's ocean.
That's the ocean.
Oh well, shit. I'm so
That ain't-
used to.
that ain't
I'm,
Erie.
I'm so used to Lake Erie.
That
I'm
ain't
sorry.
that ain't Erie. That
Nah,
like.
that's
Excuse
that's
me.
the ocean.
Excuse moi.
That's a little bit cleaner than Erie.
Yeah. Excuse moi, monsieur. Monsieur, birthday boy.
Pimp of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Pimp.
Of the century, y'all.
Boy, they look like
century
some
Margaritaville.
gangsters. They step up in that
Good.
place and own it. Own the place. Everybody was looking at them.
So now you don't remember
women,
being at the top of the
everybody
sliding
was looking
board.
at them. It did. Everybody had turned, like follow them, like they walking and the heads like this.
All right, let's stop talking about them. What else?
I'm so jealous. You're so jealous.
The hater in me.
I saw that the price of food is high everywhere.
Oh, the
Yeah.
price of food is
Every
ridiculous.
And the crazy thing was the
Toilet tissue was higher than the bill.
That's a shame.
For real.
That's a shame.
And then what it was, you didn't get nobody what, a 4-pack?
Okay.
4-pack, yeah. And it was high.
That bill was
That's because you got Charmin.
Very high.
You know that. It probably was been high too.
You probably needed to get some generic
No,
tissue.
hold on. That John Wayne tell your ass up.
John Wayne.
You let John Wayne.
That's like using leaf.
But it was like
These might be all right.
when we first went to Mega Mart,
Yeah,
I had less than
you-
10 items in my cart. She rung it up. She said 7,700 and something. I said 7,000. I said what? And she was like, yes, 7,000. I looked. I said, okay, so what is that in American? And she got to calculating and looking, and she was like $52. I was like, what?
Yeah.
For 10 items? Less than 10 items. $52. I was taking a damn beating.
You had a lot of juice.
Well, I'm behind.
Yes, you
You
are.
pissing all on the planet.
As long as you got a bottle in front of you. As long as you got a bottle. That's what I wanted to ask you. What your seat was, because I think they be changing my seat. That's what I think.
32.
Okay, so we still sitting around the same place. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm
So,
32F, something like that.
You got to tell the story about your wife.
Oh my God.
You got to bring it. You just have to, because we have to take the spotlight off of y'all just for a minute.
32F,
Okay.
32E and F.
So from your view, now I was feeling for your wife, but you didn't even give her the opportunity. You didn't give her the opportunity because she was ill, and you didn't even let her stay ill.
Right.
So not only did I feel sorry because she was feeling ill, I felt sorry that you kept poking fun at her because she was ill.
I didn't poke fun at her. I was saying merely when I got to my wife, she had passed out because I was in the hot museum of the Bob Marley.
Yeah.
She was drinking a bottle of water.
Water.
And the person that was giving her water, I didn't know. And I was like, where the fuck did that bottle of water come from? So and she was drinking it. And all I could keep thinking was,
where the fuck this water
come from? Did she was it open?
Right.
Did, I didn't see her open it. She was already drinking it when I got there. That's why my mind went to, where the fuck does this water come from? So then I could get my phone because I'm telling the guy we need to go get a Sprite or something. So Sprite, whatever. So we go out, and as I'm going out, I'm calling Jody on the phone. Hey, you got where y'all at? He was like, we just left. What's going on? I said, she is collapsing here, and then Jody hang up the phone on me, and then get the juice to come back. So
From me hang up the phone on you, how long did that take to get to you?
Oh, I really don't know.
It was about 3 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't long. I just know when then he wouldn't have got a juice. So by that time,
I ain't finna tell the door out here.
He was at the door.
I ain't finna tell the door out here.
Well, okay, so from my standpoint, we riding. Jody said, "You shitting me? Turn around. Pip just fell out in Bob Marley." I said, "Jackie, get us there." She said, "All right." We was driving. She cut over to the turning lane. The light turned red. She went across motherfucking traffic. The light red now. She went across, came back. First she did a U-turn. Okay, she went over to the turn lane. She busted U. When she came back, got to the light, she went sideways across the motherfucking light, doing 90. Okay, at least 90. And all I can hear was the engine going. I was like, "Get us there, sis. Get us. Do what you gotta do. I don't even give a fuck about the rules you break. Get us there." When I say we ain't stop at damn light, we got there. So it took us 10 minutes to get to where we was. It took us 3 minutes to get back to you. She had me pulled to a stop. I was sliding that door open, trying to get across the parking lot to see. I'm like, all I could think in my heart is, we left them here and they here by themselves.
Right.
Fuck that. We need to get back there. I need to get there and see what the fuck going on. So when I see you, I was like, there go Udi right there. I see his back. There go Udi. And I'm trying to take all the steps at once and grab this motherfucking door. I said, I don't think they better not tell me shit.
Motherfucking door had a boy. I thought
and I was trying to figure out how she get the door open, and I couldn't open the door.
Man,
you
opened it from the inside.
I was trying to figure out which hospital I'm gonna take her to, the closest one. That's what was going on with me. I was like, oh Lord, she done pass out. Andrews. That's all came to me. Andrews.
And my mind said, I put the insurance on the Airbnb. It includes medical for everybody. So we don't have to worry about that because my mind went there and then it went somewhere else.
My mind said, if she didn't want to see Bob Marley museum, she didn't have to act like she fainted. That's what I said. was like, damn, I know you're in a Bob fan, but damn, you know, come hang out with your boy for about an hour.
I was saying because I didn't feel. I mean, I was
type of way before.
I was fine, but we was in the room. We got ready to go to the next room, and when we got ready to go, I was like, "It's hot."
It's hot as
What
fucking
was that then?
Real.
The second room.
We hadn't even
So I
made it.
hesitated.
Yeah, she didn't go in.
Oh, y'all still was on the first floor?
We was on. Yeah, we went in the very before the album were.
And
You
then
know,
we went
the,
to the next
then
room.
we was getting ready to go with the keyboard, and she didn't go, and she was like it's hot. And so so then as we about to go back to what the studio, the booth was,
Right.
I went
she
and
said,
sat on the
I'm
stairs.
just give me the thing, whatever. So I'm back in the booth, and the guy's like,
And then I went in the album room where it was cooler. And he came in there and I said, "It's hot." I said, "It's hot." And so after that, I was like,
I
this
tell
ain't
y'all,
finna be
don't
good.
come back in the
And it
summer.
was-
Y'all come
We
December,
always come
January,
in the
February.
summer.
I know.
We always come. We usually come in June for our
Yeah.
anniversary.
This August,
Yes, it's smoking.
How much you
this
spend
August is smoking.
to
See
go
Bob?
see Bob Marley?
$50.
$50.
Just to, but the guy, the tour guy, he was very professional. He if I probably gonna have to write the Bob Marley Museum and tell him how he was. Then he got everybody to sing when he, they prayed over and then he started singing One Love and all. Really, he got everybody to start singing One Love over. And so yeah.
Oh, you had a
They did.
In Bob Marley's museum.
They did.
I didn't see
That's
that.
the
You
same
got it
job
going
singing.
on.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then once they started singing, she jumped up.
I love it.
Bob's trying to take my wife.
He loved pretty women.
Dropped.
Tell me, he loved pretty women.
I bet he did. All them kids he got.
Yeah, baby.
Everywhere.
They keep popping up everywhere.
And then
girl.
that was the thing. All the members of the Bob Marley Museum, guess who was in them? She got all the pictures of everyone. I have not one.
You got one.
I have one of the wall. I'm not standing on the wall.
Send me the video of Jody party to my phone.
Oh, wow.
I didn't get it.
Okay.
But I had to send my family. Yeah, we had a good
This
time.
was awesome.
It was
Yes,
awesome.
it was.
It
really
was.
It's
And then the man, the security guard, once we get Pippi out,
Lord
and
Jesus.
set her on the stair. We standing there, and I'm like, "You good, Pippi? You all right?" She's like, "I'm okay." And I look at the little security guard because when we left, he said, "Where you going?" We said, "We'll be right back." They're in there in the tour. He said, "Okay." So I looked, and he was standing by my side on this side. He said, "Miss, what happened to her?" I said, "She fell out in Bob Marley." He said, "Jesus!" And he stepped back.
He did a Spike Lee glide.
Yeah, he was just like, as he said it, he went back like that. And I just didn't even think about it. I just turned back around and looked at him.
I do have a picture. I do have a picture of you
Oh,
riding
that
Bob
don't
Marley
count.
stuff.
That don't count.
They don't count.
They don't count.
Okay,
I didn't pose.
I didn't
for
pose. You didn't pose for it. Okay, cool.
She posed on all hers. She posed in front of the pictures like she
The
Vanna
only
White.
thing I wanted to take them to the ghetto, but I didn't get to take them
Oh,
to the
shit.
ghetto. So y'all could have seen it. And
So wait.
They paint on the walls there
Oh, my
of an
God.
abandoned building.
So
I
we
said,
did not see the ghetto?
Oh no!
No, you ain't see
You
the
ain't
hoodie
seen
hood.
the,
You
you
ain't
ain't
seen
seen
the
the
You
hood
ain't see
yet.
the hoodie
Oh,
hood.
damn. I was scratching the
And
back
I
of my
was
head.
like,
Like,
Yes.
the
And
hood.
she control all
I'm
of
talking about
that.
she.
Yeah.
With,
Oh,
with
my-
what she got going on.
Yeah.
She the major source of business for
Yeah.
A lot of
Certain shit.
Yeah. And she got my respect now.
Yeah, they give her.
So if you under her protection, nothing can happen to you.
I
They
told you,
can't
she the
even
queen.
grin. They can't
Queen,
even look
Saki.
at you
Saki.
sideways.
I remember the
Yeah.
first time we came, said I like to took a machete to this man. I said, "Tell me you ain't got a machete." She said, "Angel, I got a machete. I try not to chop him with it, but he owe me money." I was like, "Okay, I owe you one."
She gave him a tape. Angel gave him a tape. She hit that bitch. That bitch sounded so motherfucking loud over the whole motherfucking building.
They came running like, "What is
Everybody
that? What
came
is
right
that?
there,
What
though.
is that?
Yeah.
What is that?"
You said you're gonna send her the Charge
Yeah, I got it.
You got it.
I
I gave her
I'm
the
gonna deliver it today.
Trying to keep her from using the machete on folks. Just tase them.
Yeah,
Girl,
I
don't chop
got
her
it.
with the damn machete.
She will.
She said that shit.
She will.
She said I'm gonna use this
I'm
taser.
telling you.
Got it right around the corner. You owe me some money.
Yeah. She will.
So you owe me
She
money.
little, like Jack.
Yeah, she's short.
Little.
No, she came to the car.
Oh, she did.
Yeah,
That's
she
right.
came to the
She
car.
did.
We
She
got a
done.
chance to
She's
meet
not
her.
last.
Like these.
Boy, I love her to death.
Not as that.
She is.
Stay in Jamaica. But
Jody,
you like these.
she no come see me. Jackie no come see me.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Mhm.
She said you don't come see
That's
her.
exactly
You
what
need
Man,
to
don't
come
try to be flying around now. Do you know? And I'm not driving. I gotta walk. When I get off the taxi, I gotta walk, go in. Taxi
Just tell
won't
them
even
you
go
going to
around
see.
there. The taxi won't even go around this. I'm telling you, taxi won't go around.
Damn, the
this.
taxi was
Come
going
on.
to
That's
get your
outside. Southside,
baby.
if you blink, you get bullets.
We don't go no further
If
than
you
here.
mess with their children, you get bullets.
Well, we have come to the end of this week's episode. I want to first thank you for listening to the insanity that crosses our minds. To those who partake and entertain in my conversations, without you, there will be no hanging out with Hayzel. To Platinum Way Ray and Mac of the Tracks, we're looking out for my dope beat. And last but not least, shout out to my other half for making this possible. Because at the end of the day, she is I and I am her. If you thought this show was interesting, be sure to tune in to next week's episode and tell a friend. Support the movement. All things Hayzelgreene. Find my books on Amazon.com. Follow, listen, and like at Hayzelgreene.com. Hayzelgreene on Facebook and Hayzelgreene216 on IG. 2 fingers. And I'm out. Hey.